How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Crypto Corner. In this, I'm going to be brief in doing this part because we got invited to the African Diaspora Development Institute. They have their meetings and they are probably, you could say, what ODUWA COIN original purpose is all about. To help African disbanked, unbanked people, usually from Africa or all over, the diaspora. So I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the A.D.D.I, maybe their website. And good news, Bright, one of our CEO founders, is now an official Pan-African chief. And we have him in our ODUWA kingdom. So let me get a little bit of that, and then we'll look at their Zoom conference, and Bright is speaking in that. So let's go to that right now. This is what it's all about. This is on the ODUWACOIN.io website. The vision of the coin. This is a cryptocurrency, an actual digital money, digital cash. The ODUWA kingdom rules. When you have it, if you scroll down on this, there's the wallets, staking pool, and right here, the ODUWA Pay wallet. And this is kind of what it's all about. When you look closely, say hello to ODUWA Pay. And this wallet helps cross-border cashless payments, store, spend, receive ODUWA coin, conversion to local fiat currencies, that one right there. And why? Because a lot of times in places other than Africa, but in Africa especially, there's insufficient processes. These problems arise for the merchants, and these problems arise for the consumer, the shopper. So quick payments, local fiat access, all of these things get resolved with ODUWA Pay wallet and the whole concept of ODUWA coin. This is why ODUWA coin is just so useful, and it's basically going to be another Bitcoin starting with Africa all over the world. It's basically already starting all over the world. And this is the usefulness. This is why they made Bright Enabulele a chief, an honorary chief. Have Mr. Bright Enabulele, creator of ODUWA coin, honored in Ghana as Chief Nana Abudazi Oduwa the First. I'll show you a brief clip, but what I want you to do is go down here and subscribe to Afro World News and see the full length. I'll just do a clip so I don't get copyrighted. But he got awarded as a Pan-African chief.
And technology will be used to deliver Africa. And ODUWA coin is a cryptocurrency that was designed with Africa in mind. And I want to thank you, Chief, for inviting me here. It's a great honor to do good.
Wow.
So that those little children here cannot fall sick because of bad water. So that their brain can think of great things. We are smart people. We're intelligent people. The only thing we need around the world is support. When we get the right support, our children will thrive. And that is the power of ODUWA coin. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I just also want to put one or few words into what you just said. You know, you have spoken all, and I'm short of words. I don't know what to say. On behalf of my people, I just want to say a very big thank you to you for providing us a clean water. And also I want to appreciate you for traveling all the way from US to here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you to the A.D.D.I. This is their website. Their website is OURADDI.org. Now, if you look here, let me just get out of the way. If you look here, the African Diaspora Development Institute. Here I'll read the introduction to give you an idea of what this really is. Welcome to African Diaspora Development Institute, an institute designed to be the home for all African diaspora. Africa defines African diaspora as all people of African descent living outside of Africa. 400 years of separation between the Africans on the continent and their brothers and sisters outside Africa must come to an end. For far too long, the rule of divide and conquer has been effectively applied to us. Our beloved continent of Africa has been painted as a dying and diseased continent. This cannot possibly be further from the truth. Africa is a rich, vibrant, beautiful, energetic, and incredibly blessed continent with every natural resource the world could ever need. No other continent on Earth comes anywhere near Africa's riches. It is precisely because of these riches that Africa has been victimized by the West and now East for far too long. As children of Africa must wake up from our slumber of many centuries and reclaim the driver's seat of Africa's development. The building of the Africa we want is our responsibility and ours alone. Let us come together and create that meaningful unity of purpose. We owe it to our children, grandchildren, and generations to come. Mother Africa is calling her children home. Welcome to A.D.D.I. Welcome home to Africa. H.E., Ambassador of Arikana.
Which had some hiccups, the first batch, but the second batch, all the issues that they had, they've been able to clear those. And the second batch is moving on very smoothly. And I'll give you an update on that. We have the mining project, in which, as you're aware, we had that land that was given to us. We had a site that we worked on initially. And after we had dug to the length that they said we had gone, now they wanted us to move another 500 meters and dig another 23 meters again. But we're looking at the amount of gold in the report that we have from the surveyors. The land were given by the government is extremely rich. So we decided we concentrate on that. The mining equipment, I just got some pictures earlier. It's about 90% complete. That's the first phase, which is the milling machine itself. There's going to be a separator. There's going to be 2 jaw crushers because they wanted the gold, the rocks crushed to a much finer level before they are put through the milling station. Plus also some leaching tanks. After the gold is gone through the first time, the remainder of the ore, you need to put it for further processing, which actually has the bulk of the gold, which will be another 70%. It comes out of the leaching, so those will be manufactured as well. Deposit for that have been paid. So on this end, those are the 2 main ones. But we're getting ready to start the buying of the gold, and we'll give you feedback on that. Planning on excuse my voice. The feedback will be coming from VP because I'm going to be turning that over to him when I leave for the US end of the month. So the 3 main projects here in Zimbabwe are the chickens, followed by the gold buying center, followed by the gold milling station. And when I leave end of October, the reason I delayed my leaving is so VP can be, I'll leave everything in his hands to continue to progress and monitor. So I think I just went ahead and gave you the overview on that end as far as what's happening here. There are several other projects that we could get started on, but I wanted to get these 3 going and running smoothly with a good team on the ground before we can add on some other projects. So on that note, I just wanted to thank all of you for coming on and logging in on a Sunday afternoon, and I will let you deliberate and listen to the other speakers. We do have that fund, as well as, of course, the ODUWA COIN. Those are the next other ones, unless Dr. Franklin has others within the social club that he would like to share with us. I don't know if Dr. Jeffries with the African store is going to be presenting. But in a nutshell, what we are trying to accomplish is to have a central collection of projects that we can begin to say, you know, we're moving, we are taking an inch time, but we're moving in a certain direction that is controlled and more manageable. And I'm really pleased with the work that Dr. Franklin and the rest of the team are doing. I appreciate that because I'm good at talking, I'm good at finding things, but packaging them, I need help from you smart people. And I'm glad that Dr. Franklin has picked up that void and is trying to organize the projects and in a manner that they are easy to follow and easy to present to the rest of the members. So I'm very grateful for stepping up, for you stepping up and putting together a team of people who are working on this. On that note, thank you all very much. I will listen in on the rest of the presentations, and I will see you at the end of the program. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for that message. Just for everybody's benefit, in case you have not able to see the agenda item for today, so we have topics. One is that we're going to be hearing from the President, CEO, and founder of ODUWA COIN, Mr. Bright Enabulele, and also the VP, Mr. Charles Chang. And we will also be hearing from Dr. Franklin Abraham on the A.D.D.I projects, specifically the Susu clubs. And then we also will be hearing about the African Diaspora Revival Fund from Dr. Willard Bethel. And we will have the floor open for Q&As as well at the end. And thank you for putting up the agenda. All right, with that, Dr. Franklin, I'll turn it over to you unless I've missed anything, but we're ready to have our guests present the updates to the audience.
Okay. According to the agenda, that Charles was going first, but I can go first. Is that okay, Mr. Charles?
Why don't we go ahead and have Charles kick it off? I know there is a lot of excitement about the ODUWA COIN, some fantastic updates that I've been following personally. But I'm just so excited for everybody else to hear what ODUWA COIN has been up to. So, Charles, over to you, and then you also can hand it over to Bright.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jody, Your Excellency, and the entire A.D.D.I team, and everyone here. First, I want to thank you guys for being the first believers, the first core believers to do it. It is because of you that we have also grown so fast and big. I want to also welcome most of you coming from the French Polynesia, from Bora Bora, the French Tahiti, for the first time. You're meeting our family, the African Diaspora Development Institute. You are coming to a bigger community now. You're joining a major Pan-African community, and you're all welcome. As for ODUWA, what can I say? I want to thank Bright for his leadership. And now he's no longer just Bright. He was recently coronated Chief Nana Obudazi, ODUWA COIN, Ghana, thanks to the initiative of the A.D.D.I. because of the trip we took together to Ghana. Now they recognize the value of what we propose as currency for the people, and now they made him a chief. So it's all of this working together that's making this Pan-African community what our vision is. So what is ODUWA COIN? And we have to remind everyone, ODUWA COIN is an alternative digital currency to paper money backed by the trustless blockchain technology network. It eliminates human interference, counterfeiting, double spending, and excessive printing like government-issued money. It serves as a medium of exchange, store of value, thus proof of ownership. Unlike centralized fiat money, ODUWA coin is a decentralized, open source, blockchain-based monetary system. It uses peer-to-peer technology to settle all transactions within its network. Each individual coin ownership records are stored in a transparent ledger using cryptography. ODUWA coin is governed on its native blockchain to secure transaction records, control the creation of additional coins, and verify the transfer of coin ownership. That is the power we have. That makes us as a community, as a collective, we have this power. And we have to grow this power. And I'm so proud that, as you have all just witnessed, this year was a very challenging year for cryptocurrency. But ODUWA has stood its ground. ODUWA has demonstrated without any doubt that is the cryptocurrency of the future, beyond just being a Pan-African cryptocurrency. It's of recent, Ethereum, one of the biggest blockchains, just adopted what we have been presenting to you, that the mining on blockchain should be easier for our communities. Ethereum just moved from proof of work, proof of stake, what we started since 2018. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to have all of you be here with us. We are so humbled and honored, and I just want to let Mr. Bright on the technological side and take it over and be able to present to you where we are, what the future is, and I think the future is now, and we are all engaged. And thank you, Mr. Bright Enabulele. No, Chief Nana Obudazi, ODUWA ONE.
Thank you, my VP. I know you never relent on your work. First and foremost, I want to thank the entire A.D.D.I community for your togetherness. I want first of all recognize Her Excellency Dr. Arikana Chimbariko for your work. I see the African spirit never stopped. You encourage us to do more. You challenge us to work harder. The only religion we need in Africa today is love and peace. With love, we can come together and conquer the world. There's a reason we are not present at the G20. Because nobody believes that we can work together. Nobody believes that all our leadership, 1.4 billion people, they don't believe that we can be at a table having a covenant conversation. Because they think that we don't understand how technology should bring our people together. For me, as the CEO of ODUWA Blockchain Solution, I understand that Africa, no matter what, with this collective spirit, we're going to rise again. It starts with simple things, coming together with love and unity. We must hold ourselves strong together. We must not put our leaders down. If we don't believe in our leaders, why should other people believe in us? It starts from our own self, our own people, our own heritage. I always tell people there will never be a true education if the foundation of our existence are marginalized. Our religion, our philosophy, our culture. As I travel around the world, I'm going to be very prudent with my speech today. As I travel around the world, some type of people feel they are more privileged than the other people to do things. When we talk about technology, they feel like, how can we be present in technology? But I understand that technology was used to conquer Africa. And technology will be the only tools that will liberate Africa. Whether we are doing transactions, whether we are in the new tech space, the future is now. We're moving from humanism to dataism. And data is the new money. The reason we created ODUWA COIN was to leverage the power of technology and make money easier for our people. When you're in diaspora, you travel to the soil, you face challenges of all soft currencies. Whether you want to do transactions or remittance or send money back home, you felt that you have to go through secondary challenges. Whether you got on board through dollars, through pounds and euro. But I understand that it was not something that we can complain about every time, because complaining is not a strategy. We must find a solution, and that solution is ODUWA COIN. ODUWA COIN is not just a cryptocurrency. It's a blockchain. So blockchain transactions that doesn't require any human interference. It has its own monetary infrastructures that we can do transactions, whether we are doing the susu, we are doing the gold, whatever transaction we do. Once it goes to the blockchain, no one can challenge it. There's no counterfeit. There's no double spending. There is no theft. It accounts for the highest transparency. People don't understand that technology like blockchain is the highest encryption available to humanity. For us to be at the forefront of this is a plus for everyone. So when you're buying into ODUWA coin, you're not buying into investments. You're buying into a solution that will revolutionize the way money moves through Africa tomorrow and the rest of the world. Sometimes when this technology comes in our front, we might not understand it at the beginning. Just like the Facebook, the internet, the TikTok and all that stuff. But I'll tell you, blockchain is going to do to transactions what internet did to telecommunication. So we are very, very strong on the ground. We are very steadfast in our mission. Our mission is very simple: to leverage the power of technology and make money easier. We are a payment cryptocurrency. We're a fungible currency. That means when you buy ODUWA, you are buying into your own money. You're holding your own investment in your hands. It's a purely decentralized ecosystem. This year, March, we are legally in US in 44 states. Now you can buy ODUWA coin from North Carolina, from California, from Chicago, from Georgia, with a simple debit and bank card. A lot of companies are already reaching out to us to make sure that ODUWA coin is more viable because it's the new pop culture. Bitcoin, you see all this volatility because it didn't have any support. It doesn't have that pop culture. But with ODUWA coin, it's a mission. With the people behind it, how are we going to fail? The technology is purely self-governance. I have a lot of people say, hey, I can't do this, I can't do this. We have to put some little effort in what we do. If you want to make money, you got to put some effort in it. Especially technology like cryptocurrency, it's not going anywhere. 30 years from now, our paper money is going to be listed. We're seeing a lot of conversation with CBD currencies. Government wants to make sure because they understand how important the blockchain is. But because they are not the creator, they are not the founder, they're trying to create some hiccup. All they're trying to do, they just want you to pay your capital gain. Once you make an investment in cryptocurrency, ODUWA coin is the unit of our blockchain. But the ecosystem is so humongous. Whether you want to do transactions, whether you want to do NFTs, whether you want to make payments, ownership, whether you want to hedge against the inflation. Right now in the United States, inflation is at 12%, even more. That tells you that your buying power last year gets weaker and weaker. Not alone in Africa. Because in Africa, we can't even talk about inflation. Inflation is no more a conversation anymore. Because everything in Africa is on foreign currencies. We want to change that narrative. We the diaspora. Because every time we travel back home, we are facing these challenges. ODUWA coin is that solution. So people are thinking, oh, well, I just buy it, I want the price to go to $1. Well, it's intrinsic in value because you are still at the primary market. Right now, we have 3 million ODUWA coin left. I don't see any reason with this magnitude of peoples and strength and unity that we should be holding 3 million ODUWA coin in our vaults. That coin should be sold out already. We are supposed to be at the secondary market. Secondary market is where you see all the exchanges, all the transactions take place. We are now the market maker. We are the market taker. That means you can't trade against us. We are not the money servicer. We are just the custodian. That means when you buy cryptocurrency, you become your own bank. That means no one can take it from you. And we are trying to make sure that our ecosystem are so friendly. Every 3 months, we saw the hacking in cryptocurrency. A lot of cryptocurrency that are on second tier levels were all wiped out. But we're on the first tier of cryptocurrency. We own our own blockchain. So nobody can come and mess with us. That is the power of ODUWA coin. It costs a lot of money to be at this position. And we expect everyone to respect that position. Because in cryptocurrency, whatever we have to act as a manufacturer and not the consumer. But for a lot of people don't understand that ODUWA coin is not just a cryptocurrency, ODUWA has its own blockchain. And in the next 2 weeks, we're launching out ODUWA Payment Gateway. That means when you have a Shopify store, WooCommerce, whatever plugin, whether you're in Amazon, our simple API will allow you to interact with blockchain without being a developer. The website is going to be called ODUWA Block. We have a lot of companies out there that are reaching out to us, whether it's Coupon, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's Jets. This conversation is happening because of you guys. Because they understand that if they tap into 1.4 billion people, there's a big market for them. But our fight is to make sure that you guys call out the primary market. Because investments and wealth creations only happen at the primary market, not at the secondary market. It doesn't matter if it's Facebook, it doesn't matter if it's Amazon, it doesn't matter if it's TikTok, whatever technology. The wealth creation happens at the primary market. If you are buying your homes and you're not on the primary market, you're on the secondary market, you're just the enabler. That means the money's already done. So we want people in diaspora because we understand that we are connected back home. Our families are back home. No matter what, we're going to help them. But how are we helping them if the currency that we are using to help them is to be controlled? So we want to make sure that we control our own narratives because it's very simple. I heard about the SUSE project, wonderful. But we want to make sure that all these technologies, all these innovations are wired through ODUWA COIN. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. What money are you using? If you are still onboarding through dollars, through pounds, they're going to give it a hiccup. We want a decentralized currency that doesn't depend on the government. A centralized money where you have your own control. You sell what you want, you buy what you want. Because the power is on the people. So we've been fighting for this for years. And last year, 1.5 years ago, we have an opportunity to be on this platform, A.D.D.I. But this platform challenges us to do more. Because the Pan-African spirit in us never stopped working together. Some people might disagree, that's okay. Everybody cannot be a millionaire. We can't force everybody to be rich, that's for sure. But we can empower people to empower their family and take advantage of all what we're doing. As I travel around the country, I had a chance to be in Africa just 2 weeks ago. I traveled around some western part of Africa. I also saw that 80% of Africa is not being cultivated. There's a new scramble for Africa, whether it's the Chinese, whether it's the Europeans, whether it's anybody. But we have to understand that if we don't take control, there's going to be a second scramble for Africa. So we have to, in the diaspora, we are educated enough. We are powerful, we are intelligent people. But we must connect our strengths. Single-handedly, we cannot do it together. Dr. Arikana Koi is doing a wonderful job, but sometimes we can't leave all the work for her. We have to take our own initiative. We have to use our own talent. If education that we are taught to do is not used for our own self-gain, for our own development, for our own culture, what is the point? What is the point with all these doctor philosophies and our continent is still suffering? Because why? We lack the knowledge of working together with love. And I keep saying to everyone, the only religion that we need right now for African is love and unity. Not the Western religion, not the Western philosophy that lead us to just confusion, that lead us to destruction. At the end of the day, we're trying to find out where we're coming from and where we're going. I know where I'm going. I know ODUWA is here to stay because we put our life in this. We are ready to die on these hills. That our children will remember that the technology that we started 5 years ago has a purpose and it has a mission. It's not just about money. There is no money till it's created. So people are still looking at, oh, if I buy into ODUWA, maybe I'm making Bright rich. No, you're not making me rich. You are empowering your generation because this technology is there to stay. You think we're going to be in all this place like simple as all this technology if we don't know what we're doing? No. We understand the marketplace. We've been in this market enough to understand where we're going. So I'm calling on everyone on this call today. Let's empty ODUWA COIN vaults. We are rolling out our debit card. Right now we have the staking pool. For those of you, there are 3 ways cryptocurrency can benefit you. Either you're going to buy tomorrow on the primary market where you are now, or you're going to be the merchant. The merchant means the store. Merchants are the biggest players in the cryptocurrency world. Or you become the miners. We had a chance to bring this cryptocurrency to the French Polynesians. Ever since they saw the opportunities, they are ready. The people in Hawaii, they die for this because they understand they want change. The Pan-African spirit is global. Whether you're in Jamaica, whether you're in Antigua, whether you're in Cameroon, whether you're in Zimbabwe, whether you're in Sudan, our problems are the same. Our problems are similar. We want change, and change is the only constant. But change without participation don't mean nothing. We're not saying we should participate in everything. We must do our due diligence to make sure that the foundations that we have built, no one can destroy it. So when I hear A.D.D.I meetings, my spirit wake up, because I know my contribution to what I'm doing. I've sacrificed my time, my life, because someone has to hold the bull by the arm. And I'm ready for that. ODUWA COIN is not a baby project no more. ODUWA COIN is growing massively. And I'm telling everyone, we must participate. This is my third meeting here on this platform. I keep crying about the primary market, because I understand how Bitcoin went from primary market to secondary market. Bitcoin is in trouble. Ethereum is in trouble because they have no pop culture. ODUWA is not a competition to Africa. It's a solution for the diaspora, those and so on. We must connect. We cannot reinvent the wheel. Some people say, oh, well, I'm using Ethereum. Well, you're still dependent. When you connect to ODUWA as a merchant, you see that we have built a lot of massive applications. Whether it's the staking pool, whether it's the gaming, whether it's the NFTs, we just want people to plug in and enjoy it. It belongs to you. When you own ODUWA, you become ODUWA. It's not dependent on us no more. We cannot trade for you. Now, after the 3 million coins are gone, we move it to the secondary market. You want to be in crypto.com, Coinbase? That's easy. It's all about the numbers of the people. We cannot be arbitrating when the primary market is still going on. Bitcoin went 7 years on the primary market. People started hearing about Bitcoin in 2015, 2016. Nobody knew about Bitcoin in 2011, 2010, because it was very difficult for the people to participate. They didn't understand the power of blockchain. I'm here to make it easy for you. I'm here to work with us, because when I say us, it's not just me. It's the entire organizations, the A.D.D.I, the Pan-African spirit, because we know on this call we have a lot of people that have ODUWA COIN. And they're asking me what is next for us. I'll tell you today the future is bright. The future is clear. When I wake up with peace of mind, because I understand that things that we have been put in place. When technology is in the right place, the people win. It's all about technology. This is not about talking, gimmicks, or trying to hype stuff. When the technology is in the right place, people win. So ODUWA is in the right place for us to win. And I'll tell you today, anyone on this call that's having ODUWA COIN, you are fortunate enough to be on this call. Your money will work for you and not against you. And sometimes, most of you think, well, do I have to refer people? Well, this is not a network marketing. It has three main functions: ownership, store value, and payment. Whatever way you participate, ODUWA is for you. And we want to make sure that every transaction that runs through the Pan-African spirit, the Pan-African community, whether it's on a store, that is going through ODUWA. So that way, your money works for you. There's no transaction fee to use ODUWA. If you send 1 million ODUWA, there's no transactions. You can carry it back as a custodian. There's nobody that owns 3 million ODUWA COIN. So it's purely inflation-proof. 6 million ODUWA COIN is going to be mined in the next 30 years. Why are we not participating enough? Sometimes we are still sitting on the fence thinking, well, it's an African innovation. Well, because we don't really, the mentality has been framing us that we can't really trust our innovations. But ODUWA is here to change the narrative. I want to thank Jote for giving us the opportunity, because there are a lot of people on this call that work so hard to make sure that the mission of ODUWA is spread across the universe. Sister Ray, Xavier, I can name names, because when they have a chance to have a dialogue with us one-on-one, they understand our vision and our mission. Technology was used to conquer Africa, and technology will be the only solution to liberate us. So I have a gentleman here, two gentlemen here. I also have a little update about ODUWA, because a lot of the corporations are tapping into our ecosystem because they see that they can see it. You know, when you grow it, people can see it. You know, I had a chance also to be a chief, not just a chief for one continent, a Pan-African chief. Because at the end of the day, our problems are the same. We should be able to be at the table. We are now on the G20 because they don't believe in the 1.4 billion people. But very soon, everything's going back to the beginning. And I'll tell you, the beginning is Africa. The French Polynesians, the people from Hawaii, all the continents in the world, reaching out to ODUWA, I want to say, God bless you. And if you have ODUWA coin, hold fast to it because it's closer than we think. It's 1.5 years we're on this platform, but we have grown 75% because the ecosystem from the beginning was owned by us. So we don't have to depend on anyone. If you want to be independent for real. Money is very important. If your money is not strong enough, you're going to have problems doing business across the world. So ODUWA coin purpose was to drive investments, cross-border payments, micro settlements. So with all this transaction that we are doing, people say, well, if I'm holding ODUWA, how liquid? Well, the people are liquid. The people are the liquidity. We already liquid. 3 million coins is gone. You're going to see the right rates. You're going to see the fight. But I want everyone on this call to be at that primary market because it will hurt me the most with all this strength, with all this fight, that you're going to reach out to me 2 years and say, Bright, why was I not in the primary market? So you have the opportunity today. You can buy ODUWA from the comfort of your home with your debit card. We made that easier for you, whether you're in Brazil. Some countries like New York, some states like New York, Hawaii, are not included yet because there's still a lot of regulations in that. But 44 states, that's a lot. If you're in Ghana, if you're in Nigeria, if you're in Jamaica, you can buy ODUWA simple with your bank card. And in the next few months, we're going to unveil a lot of products like ODUWA debit cards where people want to be able to use because money should be spent and money should not be sold. Every time you sell money, money loses value. The primary purpose of ODUWA coin is to act like money, not to act like an investment. Well, good for you because you hold on to it. It has an intrinsic value. That's why you're on the primary market. If you're on the secondary market, I will never have a conversation with you. Because you all are still on the primary market, I'm happy to have this conversation. To say, let's do it together. Let's believe in ourselves one time. Let's strengthen the foundations of our strengths. Because collectively, we can win. Single-handedly, we ain't going nowhere. If we don't believe in ourselves and we want people to believe in us, we're just wasting time. I know we have all these great, fancy, beautiful literatures and all. It's all about work. All faith and no work is useless. I get to work every day. I do my part. What about you? I want to thank everyone again for giving us this opportunity to be here. We just launched we will renew our ODUWA Pay wallet. Once you have your email registered in ODUWA Pay, you have no problem. The only authentications in ODUWA is have access to your email. Once you have access to your email, your money is protected. Okay? Some people say, hey, my wallet is empty. That's fine. Go to the App Store, update your wallet. It's a tech. It's synchronizing it. Delete your old app. Update it. Sign in with your old password and email. If you forget your email, reset it. Your money will show up. In ODUWA, no one loses currency. No one can hack you. We have 3 layers of authentications. We have the 2FA, we have the email verifications, and we have the PIN code. Just because we want to make sure that user security is our number one priority. Sometimes I sleep because I understand that people sometimes are new to this environment. So we set up a lot of forums, a lot of groups. We set up a lot of customer support to support that market. In Bitcoin and Ethereum, you won't get that support. So if your wallet is empty, do not panic. Download the old app, delete it. Sometimes an app like Play Store keep old memories. Delete the memories. Install ODUWA, put your email and password, your currency will show up. I guarantee you 100%. If you are mining ODUWA, make sure you update to lyrics, notes. It's on our GitHub, ODUWA X. If you're using exchanges, I advise anyone don't keep so much coin on the exchanges because they are not regulated. They can just disappear. ODUWA Pay has a lot of value. You can see your currencies and all local currencies, conventional whether it's South African Rand, Ethiopia Bear, Ghana Cedis, Nigeria Naira. You can see the value of your ODUWA coin and currency. Why are we doing this? So that when you travel around the world to all the stores, can be able to pay with your local currency, but through ODUWA. And it's already happening. So our merchant gateway that we have built, the services of the money is life. So for those of you that are merchants that are wondering, how do I accept payments? How do I do this? ODUWA ecosystem is making it easier for you. We just bought a white label company in San Francisco here on soil to say, look, we want our cryptocurrency to be connected to all payment plugins, whether it's WooCommerce, Shopify, WooCard, all those plugins that make money easier, because that's our goal. So for you guys that are having problems with your wallet, I ask you guys, please, just read a little bit of our newsletters. Open up our emails. But be careful, if the links are not coming from us, do not click on it, because people can fish your information. All they need is your email and password, and just don't want to take your money. But if you set up your 2FA, no one can take your money. Nobody can come on this call right now and say, someone hacked my ODUWA, I lost my ODUWA. Not possible, because we're using the highest encryptions, and that's how money should be. Money should be efficient and secure. So if you're doing any investment around the world, you're trading, I encourage you to engage in ODUWA blockchain. It will make your life easier. Thank you. Mr. Jote, I want to bring one gentleman by name Aaron. Just going to have like 3 minutes of conversation for us, because he handles most of the business development here in US. Aaron, are you on the call?
I am.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me on the call, Bright. I think everybody should understand what you're saying is the truth. Just so people on the call understand what we've been doing in the U.S. is my background is in marketing and business development. And what I've been doing is I've been contacting some very high-profile businesses to try to get the ODUWA point of sale, the POS into their systems, so that they not only accept ODUWA coin, but that we can start a rewards program to encourage people to use their businesses to receive the coin. Right now, in the next week or so, Bright will have a meeting with the president of Jet Magazine, and we'll roll out what ODUWA is across the nation. From there, the owner of that magazine also owns, I want to say, 800 fast food chains that we're going to try to get our point of purchase into those stores and create a rewards system with them. And as well as when Bright was in Africa becoming the chief, congratulations. We made contact with the HBCU community, and the plan is to do a rewards program with the HBCU community and their students, to where ODUWA can give back to the HBCU community and help them build their brand, so they can keep up with state colleges and through the use of ODUWA coin. So when Bright is saying that now is the time to become a part of ODUWA coin, now is actually the time, because very soon, once these things take off and the marketing gets behind the coin, it will be very hard for you to buy in at the price now, or to be one of the first people to have it, to be on the primary market, as he says. As you know, in America, there are only 3 million coins left, and there's several million people in America. Once they see that tidal wave, they'll buy up those coins just out of greed for themselves. And we have been very diligent in keeping this to a small community, talking to people with lesser means, people of different backgrounds, minorities, trying to help. If we told you, 7 years ago, hey, you need to look at Bitcoin, you would be remiss if you hadn't looked at it, knowing what it's done now. ODUWA coin, we're telling you now, look at ODUWA, make an investment. At this point, $100 gets you 500 coins. If those coins turn into $10, you've won. If they turn into $20, if they turn into, 50 cent. The point is that you can only get involved and be a part of it if you are here at the front line and you are here. So I just encourage everybody like Bright to really give this some serious thought. I tell my friends and my family all the time, we waste money on simple things. We have fast food, we go to a movie, we may buy a pack of cigarettes or a 6-pack of beer, anything like that. If you, go without that for 1 week and put that into ODUWA, all of those things I mentioned won't be coming back, but ODUWA will be there when it blows. And I'm here to tell you that it will blow up, because that's my mission and that's what I do. And I just encourage everybody to become a part of it. I think it's a great thing for us. And I hope that you guys take heed to what he's saying and believe in what I'm saying, because when we come back, we're going to come back with some facts. We're going to come back with a JET article, and you will start seeing this around. We're working on some things behind the scenes, and I'm working on some things that I haven't even laid out for Bright yet, because they're so exciting. I want to make sure that they're actually happening before I get him excited about it. But I do want everyone to get excited about this. And I appreciate the opportunity to speak to everyone, and I hope that I said some things that resonate with you and that make you get interested in this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aaron. Carlos, I know you want to talk about, because we got to get back to Q&A quick, because we have other companies that want to present, our partner brothers that have things to say, so we're going to keep it short. Carlos, you want to talk about what we're bringing back to Africa? Go ahead, Carlos. Carlos is also a business development when it comes to intellectual property. Go ahead, Carlos.
Thank you, and proud to be with the community. Thanks for the invitation, Chief Obadati. I was introduced to this community a while back through Chief Obadati, and really like what it stands for, which is it's really a community that doesn't want to be isolated. I mean, as I can see, you can see, the coin is becoming much powerful over time. And that's because it's communicating now through all the different coins. And I kind of like to see that direction. My background and participation with the blockchain is actually through the NFTs, because I've been an art dealer for 25 years. And as you know, the blockchain offers the art market things to last forever. So imagine that, right? I mean, how can you guarantee something that will last forever? Well, in the art community, we've been trying to do that through museums, through establishments. And that's why all museums are normally funded by governments, because it is very important to preserve our culture. So the blockchain offering this new bridge, through NFTs, obviously it's very desirable, and it's a huge interest for us. But the one thing I wanted to bring up today is, for some reason, our company is being always involved with Michael Jackson assets. Since his passing back in 2009, we were the first company that helped publish his memorial book. And years later, we've been the company that's been involved in managing a lot of his photography work. And lately, we've been assigned to sell a collection of paintings that Michael Jackson's created himself, with a worth value of over $400 million, which we're trying to close by the end of this month. But one of the things that Michael always wanted was to educate people, not just his people, but the world in general. So talking to Chief Abu Dhabi just the other day, mentioned that Michael would love to build a community in Africa and maybe become a beacon for the world to come and see what he created, things that no one's ever seen. He was a painter, a great painter, I might add. And we hope that in the future, with with everyone's welcome or participation in this program, we could maybe present that to the community of Africa. So thanks for the floor and letting me share this information with you guys.
Thank you, Carlos. So what Carlos is saying, and together is we trying to make sure that people understand that Michael Jackson is not a white man; he's a black man, and most children in Africa should understand that we're intelligent people. He was the greatest poet of the world, and we must understand that the foundation of his existence goes back to Africa. So if we're going to bring his museum, we have to bring it back to Africa. So if Michael Jackson Museum is going to be built with all his collections, my goal is to make sure it happens in Africa and that people can interact with all these transactions using ODUWA coin. Thank you so much, Carlos.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be open up for question and answers because I see a lot of questions on the feedback.
If I can quickly jump in, right, I think we have a lot of brilliant people in this audience. But I don't want to assume that everybody understands what a primary market is. And that's one of the key messages that we can convey. And I want to make sure that people understand what that really means. What is primary market?
Primary market in every innovations are markets that are not public yet, that people have the chance to get access to buy the assets before it becomes global. Because primary market is where you are the original owner. So when you sell it back to someone, you're already on the secondary market. Right now, in cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, no one can get it on the primary market no more, except you're a miner. And most people are not mining. Our demographic doesn't even mine Bitcoin because it costs like $8,000, $10,000 to even buy a mining machine. So most people that are interacting with Bitcoin since 2016 are on the secondary market. ODUWA coin is still on the primary market. That means when you own ODUWA coin, you're getting it directly from the source. You're not buying it from secondary party. You're not buying it from a trader. You're buying it from the votes. So once that vote is empty, 3 million is over, you're going to be on the secondary market. That means the trader have a chance to say, you know what? I bought this at 25 cents. I want to sell it at $10. I'm going to make my profit. So you are the original owner, the foundation of the whole ecosystem. That's what a primary market. It's very hard to be at a primary market because primary market is like a close set of friends that come together and say, look, this is what we're going to do. Facebook had their primary market. Microsoft had their primary market. Amazon had their primary market. Every technology has their own primary market. But they will not invite you there because that's where the wealth has been created. So for them, if Bitcoin is still going at $10,000, people are still making money because they got it at a primary market at 20 cents. So for them, but if you buy it at $60,000, you're crying, oh, this business is not good because you went it at a secondary market. So we're telling everyone, ODUWA coin is still at the primary market. If it goes to the secondary market, we cannot have this conversation anymore because we're going to go to the money business services, the custodian, the point of sales. It's already happening now. We're moving on to the point of sale, where all the stores got to be integrated with ODUWA. But for the purpose of this meeting, we are still stressing on the people because wealth creation, legacy, what happens at the primary market, you cannot transfer what you don't own. It starts with ownership. So we want our people to be the manufacturer of ODUWA, to be at the primary market of ODUWA. So tomorrow when it's at 25 cents or $1, $10, I'm happy because that was the primary reason of creating this. We want our children back home to benefit from this because people are just enabling Bitcoin, but they're on the primary market. So when you're on the primary market, you can never go wrong. How are you going to go wrong? Because it's limited supply. Imagine when a product has unlimited demand and limited supply. What's going to happen to that product? We're all talking about ODUWA. It's global. Look at the French Polynesians. They're moving very fast every day. Why is everybody's moving? But when you're not on that primary market and you're just listening, so everybody say, okay, let me just wait and see what's going to happen. I'm going to wait till it gets to $20. We're not going to have that conversation because ODUWA is not just an investment. It's going to be going as a payment settlement. And in the very few, it's not going to take that long. All these things that we're talking about is already happening because the technology is already connecting together. So, Mr. Johnson, the primary market is where you are buying the things directly from the manufacturer. You are not a secondary trader. So, ODUWA is still at the primary market. Once it leaves the primary market, you start seeing them connecting to all this Binance, all this Crypto.com, Coinbase. Why are we going to make you a Coinbase when we say I have 3 million coins? Are you buying from Coinbase or are you buying from us? We are now the market maker. We are the market taker. Because we didn't do all those ICO people are doing. So we want to make sure that you are in control of the coin. We don't control the coins. Because the coins are not custodian that you're trading against us, and it's not going to work. So once the coins are out of our hands and going to the secondary market, it's going to be different. So that's what the primary market is. Primary market is where every innovations and investments actually happens, where people are buying it at the primary level, where you are buying it at the manufacturing price, where you can negotiate anything you want to negotiate. On the secondary market, you're all buying peer-to-peer. You're buying it from the users. You're buying it from the consumers. You're buying it from the customers. Now they can determine how the price should go. They can say, I want to sell mine for 20 cents. I want to sell mine for $1. I want to sell mine. So everybody on this call today is still at the primary market. Thank you.
I just want to piggyback on what Bright is saying. If everybody on this call, all you have to do is look at the people who invented Facebook. They're no longer are any of them in business together, but the people who were the primary people on the primary market who invented Facebook, all of them are worth at least $300 million today. So what he's saying is that you cannot get on a tidal wave once the wave is in the air. You have to catch the wave as it's building. The wave is building now. Now is the time to get on. If you try to get on the wave when it's above your head, it's going to crush you. And that is the secondary market. So now is the time to get on while it's building up, because once the wave comes crashing down, that is what you're saying with Bitcoin and Ethereum. The prices are skyrocketing. But the people who will have the wealth are the people who own the coin now. That's basically, in a nutshell, what it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And for that reason, because we don't want to hold control of those coins, because the technology is bigger than just the units of the currency. There are so much components that I want to participate. For example, right now, you already see companies like Simplex. People are buying through them because now they are the secondary. You're buying from them, they are the secondary market. When you're on this core, you're on the primary market. There's no middleman. So you are negotiating. So when you're on that primary market, you're getting a connection from the sides. That means you can become the custodian, you can become the OTC, you can take any initiative you want to take. You can become the OTC settler. You can become the bank. At the end of the day, we want to be our own bank. We want to make sure that when transactions happen, someone is settling. Why do I love ODUWA COIN? Because there's no counterfeit. It's immutable. It's irrefutable. If you send 10 coins, you're going to receive 10 coins, not 11, not 11.5. And no one can hack it on the way. And no one can counterfeit it. That's the problem. That's the beauty of it. You can't open your wallet tomorrow and change to 3 million coins. It's not possible. So this is a way for us to do transactions, especially in our continent where people are printing our local currencies. Africa today are suffering from inflation because foreigners are printing our money. We don't have a way of checking those money. They are printing and spending the money in our soil, and we are dealing with this inflation. What is inflation? It's too much money in circulation. But blockchain can help us reduce those transactions. If the government are looking to this and they want to taxing up the economy, cryptocurrency or do a blockchain is the way to go.
Bright, in that sense, just one more thing that I want to add, and I just want to make sure that everybody walks away with clear understanding of what is the real opportunity that is in front of us here. So, over this year, you've made a trip to Dubai. You participated in the Dubai Tech Expo, where the global who's of who of digital currency, blockchain convened to bring the latest technology. You and your team were there.
Yes.
I have seen videos where you were demonstrating how to purchase goods and services from ATM machines using ODUWA COIN. And we also are living through a very interesting time right now when you look at the war between Russia and Ukraine and what's happening to global currency, the shifting landscape. Put all of that in context. What does it mean for ODUWA COIN? And what does it mean specifically for this group that is on the line right now listening?
You see, there are two main entries in cryptocurrency. There are investments and there are consumers. Consumers are the end users. For the people on the soil end of Africa, they're going to be consumers because when money goes through their hands, they want to spend it because they have needs. So that way we're connecting all these POS machines, those vendor machines. So that way when they're on the continent, they can be able to use ODUWA COIN to buy what they want to buy. We already started transactions where when you travel to any part of Africa, so you can actually just take your coins. You don't have to change it. Why are you changing money? You only change your money because you don't know where to spend it. So we move from mass adoptions and we move from accessibility. So the state that we are right now is we are moving out from mass adoption to accessibility. While I was in Dubai, I was just showing them that those machines, that cryptocurrency like ODUWA is to be spent and not to be sold. But why are you making money from it? Because you can't just go to the bank and buy ODUWA. You have to buy it from the secondary users. That's why we're fighting on the primary market. That everyone we come to this group again and say, look, do you have ODUWA? Very soon you see somebody knocking on your door and say, hey, I need 1 million ODUWA. Do you have for sale? You become the custodian because we are not printing more. It's only 21 million that we ever exist. Scarcity will create demand, and demand will increase the price. But money conversation requires a lot of attention because some people don't pay attention. They just spend out, oh, it's an investment. Oh, I'm going to buy this. No, it's more to it. It's a technology. It's a monetary infrastructure that doesn't require interference. It doesn't require a third party. It doesn't require a middleman. That means there's no fees. So when you send 10,000 ODUWA across the board, it's zero. Well, if you're going to withdraw the money using debit cards, those custodians might charge you some fees because it's a business for them. Coinbase is a business in the crypto world. Crypto.com is a business. We are just the cryptocurrency itself. We are not the money service. The money services is going to be you tomorrow. It's going to be everyone on this call. You're going to be forced to be the money services because there's going to be demand coming from you to say, look, I want to do it because when you're a store, you accept to do it, you're going to want to carry on the bank. So what we're saying is, when I went to Dubai, was to show the world that ODUWA coin is not fungible currency. It's a fungible currency on money that should be spent. Whether you're in Zimbabwe, whether you're in Zambia, whether you're in Tanzania, whether you're in Nigeria, forget about the word crypto. The reason it's called crypto because the money transaction is encrypted. So no one can see it. No one can stop it. No one can hack it. Have you ever heard that somebody in Africa get hacked? Or a bank in Africa get hacked? Or it should get hacked? Because nobody talk about it. We get hacked every day. But we don't even know we get hacked. So they are saying, why am I going to just monitor them if I can just hack them from anywhere? But with ODUWA coin, no one can hack your money and no one can monitor your money except to give them the encryption keys. So the future is now. You're buying into a cryptocurrency, you're buying into a blockchain. So there's so many components that you're going to enjoy once you have ODUWA. It's the new pop culture. All the cryptocurrency like Bitcoin less than 18,000, 20,000 because there's no pop culture behind it. Once we take off, no one can stop us. Once we take up, no one can stop it. So we are putting on all the monetary infrastructure to make sure that Africa, Pan-Africa, the independent community, the indigenous community benefit because they are the ones left behind. We have a lot of wealthy people in America. Our communities are wealthy, but we keep sending money back home. Let's empower them. Let's empower them so that when they move transactions, that money end up in the soil. That's what they call legacy wealth creation. It starts from simple things like this. It's not complicated. This is not a network market. This is an infrastructure. This is technology that no one can deny. Bitcoin, understand it. If you want to check out on crypto work, go look at our soft score. You will see the amount of work we put into ODUWA. Millions of dollars. So when people are complaining, oh, my wallet, I said, well, I understand it because they are not crypto savvy, but we're also humble enough to help them because tomorrow we are together with smart because it's a new environment. It's a new paradigm. So we understand there's going to be questions and answers, but please, we are still the primary market. We have less than 3 million coins. People are demanding 1,500,000. I said, no, I want this to be purely decentralized so that everybody have a piece of it. If one guy is keeping 2 million coins, he can do what he wants. We don't want that. So that's why we're coming to forums like that and say, let's break it down. So everybody participates. There's no power, there's no hierarchy. It's purely self-governance, pure humanity. And that's the label we're doing today. It's not an easy journey for us, but we're doing it.
Right. So your team holds a global forum every week to educate people about ODUWA COIN.
Sundays and Thursday.
On Thursdays. Sundays and Thursdays.
Yes.
And I don't know how many people on this forum really know about that because there are people always with questions about ODUWA COIN, either for the coin site they hold right now or maybe wanting to purchase a set of coins or even additional coins. how can they have access to this forum that you've been organizing? I think that would be another.
So I think we're going to set up a link. We have a WhatsApp group that people enjoy, but sometimes people post a lot of things on the WhatsApp group so they don't get the right information. But every Thursday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, there's always ODUWA Minute. We don't miss it. Whether it's Mother's Day, especially, I said, there's a special holidays that we felt we can't deny. We're just okay. We're going to move it. Every Thursday. And that forum is designed to empower people, give them information, make them learn so that way they can move transactions, they can interact, they can be able to see how they can use their coins, because there's many purposes of cryptocurrency. But I'll tell you, Mr. Johnson, when it comes to blockchain and the whole world, nobody is doing what ODUWA is doing. Because we are slow, but great things never backward. Good things takes time because we have a problem to solve. We have a hole, we have a niche market, we have a problem. And because the problems are delicate problems, we take our time to make sure this infrastructure can really fix it. And ODUWA Coin is doing it. So if you want to buy ODUWA Coin today, you're in America, you can use your bank card, go to the website, download the app. Once you download the app, pay, just search ODUWA, OWC, put your less than $200, there's no KYC. It's going to institution. You can also send us Zelle, info@ODUWA.I. That's quicker. Send us Zelle with your email. First of all, download your wallet. You can download it on the App Store. You can also use our Trust wallet. You can use our Staking Pool wallet. Every wallet in ODUWA can hold ODUWA Coin, no matter what the functions are. So you can be able to keep your coins and move it tomorrow. The most important thing is make sure you have access to your email. We cannot go into your email ourselves. If you don't have access to your email, you register, because once you buy with Zelle, we're gonna send the coin straight to the email on file. So if you don't have access to that email, you can never open that wallet. If you want to change password, it's called custodial wallet. For those that say, you know what, I want my own private wallet, you can download the ODUWA Trust wallet. We have a Trezor wallet. We also have the co-wallet called ODUWA Mining Wallet. That wallet is the co-foundation of the ecosystem. It's on our GitHub page. A lot of our users, our customer support will help you. The wallet is purely DeFi. You don't require no email, nothing. Just download it. It's compatible with Windows, Mac, and Linux computer, Ubuntu server. That is the foundation of everything that's built on. With that wallet, you can do transactions. You can mine the coin. For those that cannot afford a laptop and you want to mine ODUWA, join ODUWAStakingpool.com. The Zelle address again is, let me write the Zelle down for those that want to participate today, because 2 months things are going to go crazy. Myself, we have a roadmap, and this roadmap is very important in this crucial time of inflation. We want ODUWA to have a voice in the market, and everybody's waiting for ODUWA to rise, even in the crypto market, because they're all failing. Whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Bitcoin, they can do all the merge they want. But the key here is we have our own blockchain. So the email is info@ODUWA.io. That's our Zelle. info@ODUWA.io. That's our Zelle. Right. And you can send a Zelle, and you can also pay with fiat. If you're outside the country, like in Antigua, Jamaica, you can email us at ODUWACOIN@gmail. We'll give you our bank details. But just bear in mind, we only have 3 million coin left. If we have left, we give it to you. If there's none, then you got to go back to the secondary market. Thank you.
Thank you, Bright. There is a Q&A at the end.
That's one quick question of Mr. Bright.
Yes.
While he's on that subject.
Go ahead.
If possible, we have a Q&A session at the end.
Okay, thank you.
If you could kindly please.
I will wait around to make sure everyone's questions are answered.
And also, Bright, if I can ask your team to look through the chat line on Zoom. There are many questions that have been asked, and please have them respond to those questions as well, especially the last comments that you made about the various links and addresses. Okay. People would like to have those, so I would ask for the team just in the background to start answering those questions on the chat line. I want to be respectful to everybody's time, and I want to move on to the next topic. However, Mr. Bright, Charles, Aaron, Carlos, thank you so much for this very, very insightful, comprehensive update. And I want to congratulate the ODUWA COIN team for just the strides you've made over the last 12 months plus since we talked. And I know that 2022 and 23 is going to look even brighter. And I look forward to seeing even more updates, especially about expansion into the African marketplace.
And also, I want to thank Dante. I want to thank the holders of ODUWA COIN. A lot of people on this phone already have ODUWA COIN. I want to say congratulations. You are already a winner for believing in our innovation, for understanding that every great thing must not come from Israel, must not come from Germany, can come from one of our own. That Pan-African spirit alone keep us alive. I will tell you, I guarantee you all, we will never let you down. Not using the word let you down because it's a collective stuff, it's an open blockchain. But when you require our attention, our service, our customer support, we're always there to serve you because together we can make a difference. Thank you.
Fantastic. The message of the day from ODUWA team: empty the vault. Hold on to your unity and love. That is the only way out. And thank you. Now, I'd like to turn my attention to Mr. Franklin Abraham to get an update about the much anticipated Susu clubs. And Dr. Franklin, if you are on the line, I don't know if I see you.
I'm here.
Fantastic. All right, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Brother Jote. Maybe I should have gone first. It's kind of hard to follow that a passionate speech for ODUWA COIN. Again, there's some interesting stuff going on, and like we all saw, it's a solution. Like Bright said, it's a solution. And in Business 101, they tell you find a problem and find a solution for it and sell it. But I'm going to go get my coins before Brennan gets to them. So everybody, please do the same. All right, so I will share my screen really quickly. And I would also like to thank Dr. Akana for giving us this platform to bring such good projects out for the masses. I was looking through the chat, through the list of participants, and there are quite a few new names I've seen. The Susu clubs, we are about 300 strong now, and all of us are A.D.I members. So before I start a presentation, I'm just going to share these 4 slides to kind of tell you what the Susus are. Right, this is just boilerplate stuff. Most of you have heard this already, but there are quite a few new people on here. So let's just, introduce them to what it really is, what this investment club is. So, this is my little agenda here. I'll go through 4 slides really quickly. What is the investment club? SEC regulations really quickly, and then what's the future? What are we looking at in the future for the Susu clubs? And then we talk about projects really quickly, and we'll have a Q&A probably at the end after Dr. Abapete steps in and speaks. All right, so put simply, this is just a summary, right? What's an investment club? It's just a group of people who put their funds together, study different investments, and then they take decisions on the investments together, right? So, for example, the group may just buy and sell based on a member vote, right? They hold meetings that are educational. They talk to each other. They deliberate on new projects, and then they decide to execute. It's as simple as that. Then, real quick. But to form a club, an investment club, there are different kinds of clubs. And in the money world, there are always regulations, especially in the US and Europe and other places, Australia. Everywhere you go, they have regulations. So these are SEC rules. So SEC rules, they require that if you're fewer than 100 people forming an investment club, you have fewer regulations and you can do what the Susu clubs are doing. So that's where the 100 comes from. So that's why it's called the Susu 100 clubs. So we're forming clubs which are groups of 100 A.D.D.I members who come together to invest in projects that are brought to us by A.D.D.I. And it's as simple as that. So even though that's why the S is behind the club, because it's one big club, but it's separated into hundreds. And like I said at the beginning, we are just past A, B, C, and now we're in E. So that means that we are past 300 members at the moment, and climate. The second rule for people fewer than 100, you must not take nor propose to make a public offering of the securities. That's another rule that we should not make as a club, as a Susu club. And then every member in the investment club must actively help decide what investments to make. Meaning, no member becomes passive when it comes to deciding what to invest in.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that Zoom conference and Bright's speech and some of the other speakers there. And notice how there's still gold mining in Africa, as well as pool staking and mining of ODUWA coin. So that's it for this cryptocurrency. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Mongoose Max Hawaii needs subscribers. I got some other content, and I do the crypto once in a while, but it'll be in the playlist. So like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you. Aloha.